Hi, hello everyone once again to the Pop in Wrestling, sorry, it's the old title. Podcast Gripper Podcast with me, Coach 23, where we talk about pro wrestling, pop culture, and life in general. So I'm speaking a little bit slowly because my co-host is still sleeping. So yeah, so it's a wild, wild weekend in terms of both sports and sports entertainment. So if you're looking at one picture above here, you know what I'm talking about. But we'll talk about that in the latter part of the show. But so we'll talk about this one, Royal Rumble 2025. So it's a four-match card. So you have your women's Royal Rumble match, your two out of three falls tag team match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. You have the ladder match for the undisputed WWE title, and of course, you have your men's Royal Rumble. So, four matches. It spanned four matches for more than 4 hours. Yeah, imagine that for WWE. They were able to pull it out. So, yeah, let's go with the results. So, for the women's Royal Rumble match, uh, the winner, Charlotte Flair, the returning Charlotte Flair, returning from injury, from a knee injury, and a couple of more, and winning the women's Royal Rumble match, making her the first uh, two-time winner for a Royal Rumble match for the women. And so she is set to challenge whichever title that she chooses. So it's either Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley or WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania 41. And then you have your, like I said, 2 out of 3 falls tag team match for the WWE Tag Team Championship between DIY, the team of Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, against the Motor City Machine Guns team of Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. Uh, DIY won, retained the title, winning 2 falls out of 3. So it's a 2-1. And then you have your ladder match for the WWE undisputed WWE Championship between Cody Rhodes, current champion, then defending champion, against Kevin Owens, the challenger. Cody Rhodes won by, retrieving 2 title championship belts from the ceiling or high above the ring, and yeah, retaining the WWE Championship in a brutal ladder match. And then, of course, you have your men's Royal Rumble match, uh, that won by many people have said the dark horse to win, which was main event Jay Uso. So okay, let's go with the opinion about the results and other things, among other things. So for the women's Royal Rumble match, well, I told with me if you can go and check the one of my the collab that we did last Friday, Wrestling Geeks podcast show. Follow them in YouTube, Facebook, and whenever wherever social media they are on. For me, I told them that my dark horse to win, or not really dark horse, my favorite to win was EO Sky because I really want to see an EO Sky Rhea Ripley match. Maybe in the future we will still see it. Maybe not just in WrestleMania. So we guess a lot of things. Prediction of who will be, who are surprises or whatnot. I got one right. Nikki Bella. Uh, I said Trish Stratus might be, a surprise, but I'm not really expecting. But she was there. No AJ Lee, no Becky Lynch, which was a surprise to me. There's no Becky Lynch. Um, Jordan Grace is already there. A lot of NXT talents were there as well, aside from the main roster. Um, kudos, hats off to Roxanne Perez because she now holds the longest stay in a Royal Rumble match in history, I believe. So an hour and 7 minutes. She stayed there. I believe she was the last eliminated by Charlotte as well. I wasn't able to see the finish because I believe I was eating breakfast at the time. Sorry, but I knew Charlotte won. because of the fireworks and whatnot, and Michael Cole screaming on top of his lungs, and then. But yeah, it was really a surprise. I don't know about Nikki Bella's status because they're saying, "Oh, she's back," but there's no really news of her being back in a full-time capacity in WWE. Alexa Bliss, though, you know, I guess they were able to sign in the 11th hour because right now there are internet rumors again swirling that during the show, or at least before the show, they were able to iron out things and sign for a new deal for Alexa Bliss. That's why she showed, and a lot of people are saying that her spot was supposed to be on Shotzi Blackheart's spot. But she's back. I guess she is really back. We don't know if she's back with her Alexa Bliss Finnish doll. So I don't know what character she will be in. Let's wait and see. But yeah, excited to see her back. And I told a lot of people, even in the Wrestling Geeks podcast, that I don't see her as a baby face. Although she got a baby face reaction because of her being gone for more than 2 years, and it's natural to do that. But I always see Alexa Bliss as a heel, as a bad girl, an antagonist. So let's wait and see. And I even made that prediction last Friday in the Wrestling Geeks podcast that if she's going to the Wyatt Six to make them really six, the Wyatt Six has to be heels at the time because I don't see really Alexa Bliss being a baby face. I was always envision her of being a really a bad girl or a heel, an antagonist because she has that capacity. She has the capacity of like a Liv Morgan that's really hated by people, but we don't know. So I know I'm rocking a Coco Melon T-shirt. It's from my son's birthday last year. So yeah, I'm rocking the Coco Melon T-shirt. So yeah, Charlotte won. Um, I'm not disappointed because I chose EU, but the thing is, this is are the things. Maybe I'm also having one of a slight short-term memory because WrestleMania 39 between Charlotte and Rhea, it was really one of the match of the weekend for WrestleMania, one of the best matches at the time. That's why it's really hard to argue that they should have closed the show because Rhea won the Royal Rumble prior to that 2 years ago. But they were the semi-main event because the main event for night one was the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens because of the Bloodline storyline. Understandable as well. So it's really hard to argue. But that match between Rhea and Charlotte was one of the best, even. So for her, I didn't really. Oh, if she's back, she could challenge Rhea because I right now we're on this looking glass that it's Charlotte versus Stephanie Stratton. But is it if you ask me, it will be like similar with what happened with Charlotte and Rhea in WrestleMania 36 because at the time Charlotte won the Royal Rumble at the time. She chooses Rhea for the NXT Championship, NXT Women's Championship, and it was like certain not really passing of the torch, but she won. Ripley was on the rise as a rising star, but she defeated Rhea Ripley for the NXT Women's Championship. It's not really, it didn't really halted Rhea's ascension to the top, but if they're going, it's going to be a big match for Tiffany Stratton because they have similar looks, I guess, but skills wise, they're both like gymnasts and whatnot. Both are athletic women, and maybe that's the comparison. But I won't say no to Aria Charlotte 3 for a trilogy for a WrestleMania because they'd face each other WrestleMania 36 and 39, and I don't mind seeing them facing each other again. It would be a great match, especially if they're going to pull off what they did at WrestleMania 39. So, like again, this is where my opinion of the predictability state of WWE is creative because you wouldn't know what will happen. Yeah. So afterwards, let's go to the tag team match. DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWE Tag Teams Championship. I was a little bit disappointed by this match because I was pulling it like it could steal the show because of how talented those four men are. I'm not saying it was a bad tag team match. I was a little bit disappointed because I was like expecting the the type of match that DIY did with the Revival way back in NXT Takeover Toronto, I believe 2016, 2015 or 16. And it was one of the best tag team matches I have ever seen. Really. In whatever generation. So I was surprised that they did that, but I'm liking what are they doing with the Street Profits. That okay, they're giving them an edge because they attack Motor City Machine Guns. DIY got the win. Then afterwards they attack DIY as well. So I was like, oh, they're giving them an edge. They're giving like a certain aggressive edge, and I like that. But the thing is, what's that type of edge that they're going to give the Street Profits? Is it the same edge that they're giving, the New Day in Monday Night Raw? Because they were like, yeah, they're being hated, but we don't know. Like I said, this is the unpredictability status of WWE. It's like we thought what they're going to do, they're going to do, but they changed it in the last minute. Yeah. But yeah, in match wise, I was a little bit disappointed because I was expecting that DIY revival type of match between Motor City Machine Guns and DIY. It didn't happen. Maybe we're going to see it in the near future. I'm envisioning a multiple uh tag team ladder match or multiple tag team match at WrestleMania for the WWE Tag Team Championship just to showcase the tag teams of SmackDown. You have DIY, you have Motor City Machine Guns, you have Pretty Deadly, you have Street Profits, you have the Los Garzas, and among other names. So, yeah, but that's my opinion. I was a little bit disappointed. Didn't The match wasn't really that bad. It's just it was a little bit off, and yeah, slightly disappointed. But I'm just one man. Maybe it's just me. Then afterwards, we go to the ladder match for the undisputed WWE Championship between Cody Rhodes, the defending champion, the American Nightmare, against Kevin Owens. Um, it's a brutal match, hard-hitting match as expected. Kevin Owens was the one who's really the heel or antagonist of the match. That he was doing the high bumps for Cody Rhodes, landing on ladders, brutal. Especially that backdrop on the ladder when the ladder was like parched like that, and he backdrop Kevin Owens to that. Even there was like there was like this shot of a not really a security guard, like wincing. Oh, oof, that hurts. Then of course the fisherman reverse suplex from the top rope to the ladder on Cody Rhodes. Cody also landed hard, and the finishing sequence. Well, Kevin Owens was even busted open, which is also a surprise because the last time they did it was Bad Blood, Hell in a Cell, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, and they did it here as well. Thus, making the being busted open, making it meaningful for WWE matches. Like, okay, you can't have a ladder match without someone being busted open, and they did that last last weekend, this weekend. Kevin Owens was busted wide open, and for some reason, people say, "Oh, it's really brutal." What uh, the aesthetic or the visual of Kevin Owens when from the table he was trying to do a package driver on a ladder to on Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes reversed and did an Alabama slam to the ladder, and the visual of Kevin Owens' head uh, on that ladder where it was in that ladder. He normally do that or does that or did that. Um, if go back to WrestleMania 32 in Texas, Sami Zayn did a half Nelson suplex to Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens' head was really went inside the ladder, or the rungs between the ladder. He normally does that. It's like making something more memorable. That, oh, I got a brutal shot and I have to do this. Kudos to Kevin Owens taking those bumps, because as a heel, as an antagonist, they really do the bumps to the baby faces. Afterwards, Jackie Redmond, after the show, Jackie Redmond made an announcement, or like a news, that both Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes are banged up with multiple injuries that might take them for a while. Understandable that you need to keep to have Cody keep the title for WrestleMania. I mean, if Roman Reigns does that, that's the show like every 4 months, 5 months, when during his 4-year title reign, why not give Cody maybe a month and a half to rest before WrestleMania 41, right? But yeah, kudos to those two guys. I'm not going to say that it's the most brutal ladder match I ever seen. I've seen worse, but for a one-on-one and for the chemistry between both Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes, it's actually really a great match to watch. Yeah. Then yeah, Cody retrieving the titles above, high above, retrieving both the Eagle title and the Undisputed Championship. Hopefully he keeps the Eagle, but based on, Triple H said what night only, maybe they will stick with that. I don't know, right? Like I said, it's being unpredictable and being predictable at the same time. Then afterwards, let's go to the main event of this weekend, Men's Royal Rumble. So, prediction wise, I told it's CM Punk that's going to win, because for the past month, the hype was there for CM Punk to win. But as I said to the podcast of Wrestling Geeks last Friday, there are two aspects of CM Punk. There's the personal CM Punk, the real life Phil Brooks, and there's CM Punk, the wrestler. I believe last year when Ariel Helwani interviewed CM Punk before WrestleMania 40, Ariel Helwani asked, "Are you still, griping? Are you still, do you still want to main event WrestleMania?" And CM Punk, Phil Brooks answered, "No, I'm okay. I'm okay with it." It's like, for CM Punk, he's not the same guy he was 10 years or 11 years ago in WWE that he really wanted to main event WrestleMania. I guess him, with what happened in AEW and him going back to WWE, and he saw how management is being perceived right now, or how the company is being run under Nick Khan and Paul Levesque, Triple H. He saw something different, even in NXT with Shawn Michaels. It's like there were like even couple interviews said that if I'm going to retire, I'd be happy to run NXT with Shawn or whoever to mold those new guys. And I think that's his mindset now. Phil Brooks, that's his mindset. Of course, there's CM Punk, the wrestler, who's the character hasn't main evented a WrestleMania. They even pointed it out. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes, even like, yeah, you haven't main evented. Even Seth Rollins said you haven't main evented WrestleMania with it. Like I said, this is the unpredictability and predictability. If we're going to prediction from here to 77 or 76 days from now to WrestleMania 41, there's still a chance that they could main event WrestleMania. How? I'll tell you in a bit. So afterwards, my second guess was Cena, because Cena could have tied Stone Cold Steve Austin with 3 wins at a Royal Rumble. Now, the only person who can do that in an active roster is Randy Orton, if he ever's come back after from his injury, because he has 2 wins as well. He could tie with Stone Cold Steve Austin, but if Baron Lee said no, probably there's a probability that even John Cena said no, I will not win the Royal Rumble. If it's business perspective, and I'll tell you again why. So you can this just are the nuances. Stone Cold, let Stone Cold keep that legacy of having 3 wins, and that's it. And Afterwards, I have no third prediction. Are either my dark horses? Sami Zayn was one, and Jay was another one, and then Jay did win. Now, this is for the nuances and for the internet wrestling community. I'm part of the internet wrestling community because I use the internet while watching wrestling. So don't complain, guys. Enjoy life. Life is too short for you guys to complain for some reason that it's just professional wrestling. It's something we watch, something we enjoy, something we pay to enjoy. Why complain? I mean, for the past years, people are complaining that, oh, WWE is not creating stars. They're not creating new main event stars. It's always Roman Reigns. It's always Seth Rollins. It's always Drew McIntyre. When CM Punk came back, it's always CM Punk. Then it's Cody Rhodes and whatnot. Okay, and now Royal Rumble, Jey Uso won. People are complaining. Oh, why did they give it to Jey Uso? They should have given this to this guy. What? Come on. You beg for a new main event star for the longest time, even during the Vince McMahon era to the Paul Levesque era, and he provided one, and then you complain again. And people are saying, maybe it's just because of the merch sales or the Yeet thing. It's probably as well. The merch sales are part of it because for the past 2 years, a year and a half, Jey Uso's merch of Yeet t-shirts, even glasses, are selling a lot like hotcakes. Selling a lot. He's even rivaling merch sales of CM Punk and Cody Rhodes for a slight period of months. It could be that, and the slow burn of maybe I was wrong again in this one in this capacity. I said that maybe give Jey Uso maybe a year to give him the Royal Rumble, but they did it right now, and that's fine. I This is one of the things that I like. I love being wrong, and they did that because Jey Uso's singles run definitely started 2020 during the Thunderdome era when he challenged Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. They even had an I Quit Hell in a Cell match, which Roman won. Then became the right hand man. Then he had the story of him being like an antagonist within the bloodline when Sami Zayn was entering a couple of years ago. Then he made a good relationship with Jimmy, with Sammy, with the entire bloodline, and even main evented WrestleMania 39 against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens teaming with his brother. Then afterwards, the break of the Usos, the break of the bloodline, and he became a single star. Sure, he got a tag team championship run with Cody. Then afterwards, he became a single star, challenging singles wrestler like Gunther, challenging for the Intercontinental Championships, championship matches, losing, winning the title against Braun Breaker last year, losing it to Braun Breaker afterwards, and now here. It's a slow burn for Jey Uso as well. And I told them that it's similar with the run or even the rise of popularity of Stone Cold Steve Austin during 1996 and 1997, 1998. Stone Cold won the King of the Ring in 1996, and it's a slow build for him until 1998 when he won the title, the WWE Championship against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 14. It was a slow build, and they did there. I think there's the same pattern or similar pattern with Jey Uso. Now you have a new main event star, a new main event star that from the mid card they did that. Last year they did it with Gunther. People complain it's not really as good as Gunther as the Intercontinental Championship run of Gunther. Yeah, it's different. It's going to always be different from an Intercontinental Championship reign to a World Heavyweight Championship reign. It will be different. And Gunther is now a main event star, and people complain, oh, it's a lackluster main event run. Yeah, because people complain a lot. You cannot really, us as fans, if we want something, we cannot really have it at all. I wanted CM Punk to win last weekend. He didn't. And I'm fine with it. Oh, Jey Uso won. Good for him. And here's the thing. If you're going to ask me my prediction, he will not main event WrestleMania. If ever. This is just a prediction and opinion. It's going to be a similar match against Gunther at like what happened with Sheamus at back in 2012. He won the Royal Rumble. Announcers like, "Oh, the winner of the Royal Rumble will main event WrestleMania." Sheamus opened the show against Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 28 and beat him in 18 seconds to win the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm not saying that Jay is going to beat Gunther in 18 seconds, but right now, 51%. I believe that Jay Uso will win the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. They might open the show. They might be in the semi-main event or middle. Who knows, right? We don't know. It's too early to predict. It's really too early to say that, oh, this is going to happen and so on. No, my opinion is that, and that's it. I'm sticking with that. And now, people are complaining, why didn't they give it to John Cena? And again, this is a probability or an opinion or a theory of mine. John Cena didn't want to win the Royal Rumble last weekend because he didn't want to. Why? Who is heavily promoted at Elimination Chambers promos and saying it, the last time you will see John Cena in Toronto Elimination Chamber? It's John Cena. And then at the press conference, what John Cena did and say, I'm not going to answer any questions, but I'm going to make a statement. It's like he's in his John Cena character and not a person. That I'm not here to lose. I'm not here to have fun. Maybe I have to have fun, but I'm here to win. And kudos when he said it that I don't need to qualify. I demand it. I'm going to say it. I am going to enter the Elimination Chamber match in March 1 at Toronto. And as Triple H, Polevec said afterwards, didn't need to qualify. He deserved it. He deserved to be there because he is John Cena. And now, strong prediction, he will win Elimination Chamber in March to challenge Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. Because it's, if you ask me, it's the obvious choice now. It is the obvious choice now to do that. To set up probably night two main event. Now, it's hard to predict if they will have Cody let go of the title against John, with John Cena winning 17th championship. They could actually do so, breaking the record. And as John Cena said, I want to win the 17th one because I want to shake the hands of the one who will win 18. And there's only one man who will be could probably do it, and that's Randy Orton. Who knows? Are they going to have Cody keep the title at WrestleMania? Because they could slowly build the turn of Cody being a heel, being Homelander, being Cody Lander, as they say. Enjoy the moment right now, guys. Enjoy the moment. I'm not even begging you. I'm just, asking you to do so. Life is too short. The world could end tomorrow, and you've been complaining about certain storylines. It's weird. It's just wrestling, guys. And even for me, I've been a fan for 38 years now, and I don't complain that much anymore because, like I said, world could end later today or even tomorrow. Who knows? Enjoy it. Enjoy the stuff. Don't complain why David Cornsweat's face looks weird in the Superman teaser video with his eyes like, come on. It's just petty complaints for the sake of just, talking or having. You can start a conversation by saying, hey, have you seen Royal Rumble? For me, it's great. For me, it's not great. Why? And tell you why. Tell the reason why. And that's not even complaining. You're just telling your opinion why. Instead of saying, oh, Triple H, why did you did this? Or why did you book it like that? Like, come on. Come on. It's too short. Life is too short, guys. So, yeah, those are my take about the Royal Rumble. Like I said, I like the unpredictability slash predictability of the storylines progressing, going to WrestleMania 41. And I can't wait in April to watch it along with you guys. And now we go to the other part. This actually shocked me. This picture upstairs, up there. Um, I saw this after watching Royal Rumble. I'm like, They traded Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks now for them to the LA Lakers. Uh, with Anthony Davis and among other players and draft picks. I'm surprised that the Dallas Mavericks have let go of Luka Doncic. I'm a fan of both. I'm a fan of both. I'm a huge Laker fan, especially Kobe years, Phil Jackson, Kobe, Shaq years, until Kobe's years, until I'm a I'm not saying I'm a die-hard Lakers fans. I still think that Michael Jordan's the greatest basketball player of all time. Kobe and LeBron are, you know, they're like Kobe and LeBron are 2A and 2B for me. I like I respected LeBron when he did a run with the Cavs when Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving were injured a few years ago. He lifted the team to the finals, eventually losing to the Warriors. Um, then he went to the Lakers. He won a championship against the Lakers. In people said an asterisk. I don't think it's an asterisk, and I'll tell you why. Maybe I can do this in like 5 minutes. So I'm surprised because even Mark Cuban, when he's still the majority owner of the Dallas Mavericks, said in 2020 that if there's a choice between him trading Luca or him divorcing his wife, you will see him go filing divorce papers with his lawyers. But the thing is, he sold the majority share of the Dallas Mavericks to different ownership. And now they traded Luca because the mentality of the general manager of Dallas Mavericks, I forgot his name, Nico something, and Jason Kidd, that they're in a win now capacity. And according to them, Anthony Davis is the type of player who is a win now character or player. And then with Doncic being only 25 years old, moving him to the Lakers. For the Lakers, it's an obvious choice as well because if we stay with us, we're building a new team for a longer period of time with him, making him the central because of course LeBron James is 41 years old or 41 years old now. He's in the not really in the decline, but he's almost in the retiring age. Build a team around Luca. I'm just surprised even because how yeah, it's both understandable in the concept of for both teams. It's just I'm really just surprised that they did that. I was even surprised because in my mind, I know no one team will get him if they trade him with LeBron because LeBron, like I said, is a little bit older. Anthony Davis is still in his early 30s. He won a championship with the Lakers. Now I'm okay because I like Luca being with the Lakers. Magic Johnson said that you know what, we have to get Luca, and now they got him. And I can't wait for Luca to play with the Lakers, play with LeBron because they have the similar. The thing. Even LeBron James said that you know what, after if I'm gone, Luca is the next player to watch in his mind because they play similar. They can score, they can pass, they have high level of IQ, basketball IQ, and he's all for it. But the thing is, what position is Luca going to play? Is he going to play the one position, or the point guard, or the two, or the three? Because LeBron always plays the three position. Is LeBron going to the four position of being a power forward? Who knows? We're about to see in the next few days. And about the asterisk of the Lakers, I don't know why people are saying it's an asterisk for them winning the NBA championship at the bubble during pandemic. One, they have the win-loss record at the time before the pandemic happened, and yeah, there are no fans. It's understandable. It's COVID. It's understandable. But look at Jimmy Butler when he carried the Heat during the pandemic or the bubble bubble season. He looks exhausted, and that's not even physically. He was mentally exhausted that just manifested physically. He was really really tired. Imagine they're not even flying from Miami to LA to Miami. They're just there. They're just riding a bus or a van or whatnot from one place from their hotel for a gym to another gym. And he was awfully tired. It's no asterisk. I don't know why people are saying it's an asterisk. Lakers fought for the title, and here's the comparison. we going to say that the seventh Super Bowl of Tom Brady also an asterisk because he won it without fans, but we celebrated like he won his seventh? It's unfair when people say that the Lakers championship during 2020 is an asterisk. It's really really unfair. They didn't even had a parade, and that is sad. COVID, right? So yeah, I'm surprised about this trade, and I think both teams gain. Both teams have a win-win. We're in a win-win situation for me, if you ask me, with the Luca AD trade because it's really is surprising. And now even top stars in the NBA, I believe most of the top stars are with without a no trade clause are in shaking their boots that this could happen to them. And if you ask me financially, I think this will also help Mavs because I said they have a new ownership, and Luca was poised if he stayed with the Mavs to have a super max contract of like $350 million for 5 years. And like I said, a new ownership. If you spent billions of dollars in buying a team, you need to save a lot of money to build new stars and to pay for more players. And they just did that. Now Lakers have the capacity to pay a max contract of $250 million as well to Luca for the next 5 years. Poor Luca, he lost $110 million or so. Poor guy, right? For playing basketball, being paid that. But I like Luka Doncic. Outside of the Lakers, is one of my favorite teams. It's Lakers, Mavs, and Warriors. And now we had and as a Laker fans, we have Luka Doncic, and I love Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, rest in power, Mamba. But I think he's also loving Luka with the Lakers. Enough said. So yeah, that's it for a wild weekend in sports and entertainment and sports entertainment. And again, this is Coach 23 here at the podcast Griptor Podcast, where we talk about pro wrestling, pop culture, and life in general. So see you guys soon. Probably tomorrow after Raw for Raw opinion. Have a nice day, guys. I believe we're going to do another collaboration later with the Wrestling Geeks podcast. So see you guys. Have a great day. Have a great week. It's a great it's a great, you know, day to be alive, folks.